Hello wrestling fans, what's up? Welcome to another video brought to you by Andrew, and today's match is Randy Orton versus Antonio Cesaro. You know what, for some reason every time when I put this match at Antonio versus The Miz, you guys just seem not to like that video and I took it off straight away. To be honest, I didn't really do very good with that video as well, which is why I'm actually now starting to talk more often in my videos. I want your guys' opinions when I do these matches, and I'm going to start Universe Mode, because what happened was I was waiting for the final DLC pack, because I want to do Universe Mode based on the modern era, and I want every DLC that I've got. So now I've got it, I'm going to focus on the modern era, and we're going to start off from the 20th anniversary, which is next week's Monday Night Raw episode. So keep in touch this Monday. Obviously, you know, in the UK, guys, you can follow me on during the next morning. But for the Americans that are gonna stay up, then you can always watch my stuff. But you know, I actually have to say that I'm really starting to become a big fan of Antonio. I think you know, his character on play, you know, on screen is not. People are gonna boo him a lot. I mean, even on SmackDown when he was going against Randy, which was today's SmackDown, last night's SmackDown, you know, fans were booing him a lot in that match, in that match, and even up to his entrance. But I actually like his character and his wrestling a lot. I think he had a good match with somebody. I don't know if it was Sheamus or Kofi Kingston, but his in-work is very good, and I think you should give him a bit more time. And, you know, I won't be surprised if this guy becomes a World Heavyweight Champion on SmackDown. But then, you know what, that's my opinion. I think he's a good heel. I just feel like right now, the problem in WWE is they have too many heels and not that many faces. But, you know, you have superstars that are not meant to be a heel, and you have superstars that are not meant to be a face. And you have a superstar that's neither good to be both, or they can be both. I mean, if you look at Randy, I mean, I ever since he came back from his suspension, you kind of do feel like they're not using him properly. I thought by now Randy would have been the face of SmackDown again and won the World Heavyweight belt. You know what? Fans have just booed Sheamus ever since that WrestleMania match against Daniel Bryan. I started hating him from that match onwards, because I thought we would have seen a very good match at WrestleMania, and they went, and it's so typical of WWE to go for that stupid win your match in you know, crickets. It's so stupid of WWE to do. If there's one thing that I think WWE is the best, which I've told everybody, my friends, is that WWE are very good building a wrestler, you know, right up to make his career right up to the top, and they are the best when it comes to killing a wrestler's career. I mean, look what they did to Shelton Benjamin. I thought that guy could have, you know, been a champion, WWE champion or World Heavyweight, MVP. Carlito was the one that pissed me off the most, because I actually wanted to see Carlito versus The Rock for a championship. I don't know why they never did that. They wasted so many opportunities with their superstars. You know, the only guy they actually used properly was John Cena, Edge, and if it comes for short title reigns, you'd have to think probably Jeff Hardy, and that's another superstar. You know, they never used Jeff Hardy right until he left. Jeff Hardy left and then went to TNA. You know, CM Punk, they never used him properly until last year and this year, but you know, there's a lot of things. I mean, SmackDown was the one show that I would always watch every Thursday night. Back then, it was always on a Thursday. Now it's collapsed so much, especially with the loss of Edge. SmackDown, you don't want to watch SmackDown now. What I do is just watch Raw. But I watched SmackDown and I thought these two had a good match again. And unfortunately, neither man won because the Shield interfered and cost Randy the match. But I thought Antonio is so far doing good as United States Champion. Wade Barrett's the Intercontinental Champion. So I personally would like to see Antonio getting more involved now with the big faces on SmackDown. Miz is so far, you know, I think he's doing good as a face. But I think he's good on the mic. So when he was back as a heel, I thought it was good. But it's nice to change a bit. The one thing now at SmackDown is really unpredictable is I never expected Alberto Del Rio to become the World Heavyweight Champion just so quickly. I have to admit, his face turn was kind of awkward, but I think he could do good as a face. on SmackDown. I think he will do well. Randy needs to definitely go as a heel, and in this match, it shows you he still has a lot to offer to this company. I think they should use him more. Like, he's the SmackDown now. He's taken over Edge's place. What I want to see is at the Royal Rumble, I want to see Randy versus well, actually, Randy's not in the match because he'll be entering the Royal Rumble match. So I think the Royal Rumble, I'd like to see Antonio defend his United States belt and also still enter the Royal Rumble. Now he is going to enter the Royal Rumble. He said that himself. But in terms of Randy Orton's future, I want to see him in another World Heavyweight title picture. I would like to see him probably winning the belt back at Elimination Chamber. If it's not going to be Elimination Chamber, then I think, to have him and Sheamus headline WrestleMania for the belt, for the World Heavyweight belt, and make him win would be good. But I would only accept that match if Randy turns as a heel. I mean, but then most people are not happy. What match would you like to see for the World Heavyweight match main event at WrestleMania, second main event? I mean, would you like to see Sheamus as your champion in the picture, or Randy? I actually want to see Randy versus Dolph. In other words, I would like Dolph to cash in the briefcase and say, okay, I'm going to challenge Randy at WrestleMania. And then Dolph Ziggler defeats Randy, and then there you go. The next couple of months, I'd like to see Dolph still as the World Champion, and this time in a long reign, because when he first won against Edge, it was like one day, wasn't it? One day or something. I don't even think it was one day, then he lost it straight away back to Edge. I want to see Christian back and make him back as a World Champion. He didn't have a, he was a two-time champion, but didn't really have a good reign, for my opinion. But in terms of SmackDown, they need to capitalize on more of the youngsters. So, let's put Randy back as a champion. I personally would like to see CM Punk now on both shows, but I think CM Punk is now a Raw guy. What else could you do? I mean, Royal Rumble, it looks like it's going to be Big Show versus Alberto Del Rio for the rematch, and then Alberto wins. He defends his title, but Dolph Ziggler's going to cash it in, and he's the World Heavyweight Champion. But then, I don't think the WWE people want Dolph Ziggler to headline WrestleMania, to go to WrestleMania as a World Champion. I mean, there are rumors is Randy might win it back at the Elimination Chamber. Well, actually, I don't mind Randy winning in the Elimination Chamber, but there is another rumor that Sheamus might win the Royal Rumble for a second year in a row, and I don't want that. Personally, I want Wade Barrett to win. I think, when Wade Barrett was coming back from injury, they said they were going to make him win the Royal Rumble in the first place. He should have been a champion by now. I don't know why they put Big Show. I mean, I think Big Show should have retired a long time ago. Sheamus needs to go back as a heel. He's just not doing good as a face, but the thing is, here's the problem. There's too many heels. I mean, do you remember back in the old days, Rock was the lead superstar of SmackDown. Undertaker was second. You had Brock Lesnar as a heel, and Kurt Angle sometimes would play the heel. In Raw, John Cena is the face, Ryback is the face, and in terms of the top heel on Raw, you have CM Punk. And who is the second heel of Raw? So I hope you enjoyed this match. Randy wins this match, not like SmackDown where he loses. But thank you very much for watching my video. Put your views on what you think about my video and future videos if you want. But what's your opinion on SmackDown? But I hope you tune in to Monday Night Raw. I cannot wait for the 20th anniversary and apparently some big Hall of Fame news. Thank you very much, guys. Please rate and subscribe. This video is brought to you by Andrew, the Attitude Era fan.